And let me know when you're ready.
We ready.
All right, give me 1 minute. Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, I need you to raise your right hand for me, please. I'm gonna go ahead and swear you in. All right, do you swear that any information you'll give the court this morning will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, please put your hands down. All right, and my name is Judge Cooper, and I'm the presiding magistrate for this, the 20th day of September, 2020, for the purpose of conducting first appearance hearing. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to speak with you all because it's important that you understand what is the nature of these proceedings. First, I'm not here to take any information or even to take a plea or anything like that, or take any information what may have happened with you, him, and whomever. You're here for the court to inform you of the following. The allegations against you going forward. 2, to advise you of the rights you have throughout this and all proceedings, to set bail on those proceedings, to set bail on those offenses for which I'm authorized to set bail, to schedule a preliminary hearing, and to appoint counsel if you qualify for counsel. Now let's start out with the counsel. Per the order of the Chief Judge, Wanda Dallas, everyone is being appointed counsel to make sure your rights are protected. In being appointed counsel, either that counsel or someone from that counsel's office is to come and see you within 72 hours. That's the person whom you give whatever information you may have, or to discuss anything with that person. Because as a judge this morning, I'm not able to take any information from you, nor in any way assist you, okay? And again, though, you can, if you desire, you can also hire your own counsel later. But again, we're appointing counsel to make sure your rights are protected. All right, let's talk about your rights. You have the right to remain silent and say nothing. But should you choose to give up that right, anything you say can and will be used against you at a later hearing or trial. During this and all proceedings, you have the right to the presumption of innocence until the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to an indictment by grand jury for felonies or by accusation if you're charged with a misdemeanor. You have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and cross-examine witnesses who are called to testify against you. You also have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You also have the right to testify should you choose to do so. But should you choose not to do so, there can be no presumption of guilt attached to it. Now let's talk about bond. Some of you will have the right to a bond. You'll be allowed to post an unrestricted bond for your release pending the prosecution of this case. Bond may be posted using cash, property, or commercial. I'm gonna talk to you about cash bond. If I say your bond is $3,000 and you have someone who have that amount of funds, they'll come and place that amount of funds with the sheriff. When the case is over with, that same person goes and get their full amount of their funds back. Property. Well, let's talk about commercial first. If you do not have anyone with that amount of funds, they can go to a commercial bonding company. The difference is the bonding company charges about 10 to 15% of the amount of your bond. So for a $3,000 bond, the bonding company would charge a family member or friend approximately $300 or $400. Your friend pays that amount of funds to the bonding company. The bonding company comes and posts your bond. The difference is the funds given to the bonding company or paid to the bonding company, that is their fee. No one gets that back. Property. If you have a family member or friend who have equity in property equal about 4 times the amount of your bond, they come and they place the deed to their property for your release. And again, when your case is over with, they come and they get their deed back. Now, there are special conditions as well as general conditions. On all bond, there's a general condition that you'll remain law-abiding while you're on bond. That's a general condition. Special condition. Special condition may preclude you from going around certain place or contacting certain folks. such as who may be a victim. Understand, if you violate those conditions, you could be rearrested and you'll be having you charged and will not be eligible for bond for the remainder of the process. Now, those are taken very seriously, folks, because if there's an allegation that you tampered with a witness, you could be facing a new charge, which carries a 10-year and $20,000 fine. Now, for family members who may be watching, if your family member is named as a victim on a warrant, your family member will not be allowed to post bond for you. You just need to know that, okay? Now, some of you are charged with offenses for which this court is not authorized to grant you a bond, such as if you're on probation or parole, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this morning. Now, for those of you who are charged with a misdemeanor, your court date is September 29th. Again, if you're charged with a misdemeanor, your court date is September 29th. If you make bond, and I'll encourage everyone to make bond if you can, if you make bond, that date will be canceled and you get your new court date in the mail. That's some misdemeanors. Felonies, your court date is currently scheduled for October 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Now, when I release you to the orders to the deputies, they're going to direct you to come on up and I'll talk with you all individually regarding your allegations going forward and any specific matter that pertains to you individually. Thank you very much. And follow the orders of the deputies, please.
Mr. English, go back in there. Mr. Brown, Jackson, go back in there.
Ms. Askew, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ms. Askew?
Good morning.
All right, great. If you can't hear me at any time, just kind of raise your hand. Ms. Askew, it's alleged that you committed the following offenses: an improper lane change, driving under the influence of alcohol, a stop sign or yield sign violation, as well as distracted driving. Ms. Askew, do you understand the allegations or do you require me to read it to you? Okay, got it. Understand, Ms. Askew, your bond this morning, ma'am, is $4,500. Would you be able to make bond, Ms. Askew?
I don't.
Okay. Understand, you're gonna give it your best shot. Ms. Askew, your court date, ma'am, as stated earlier, is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. And should you be able to make bond between now and then, that court date will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. All right, thank you, Ms. Askew.
If I can't make bond today, would I have to be in jail till the 29th?
If you can't make bond today, you can make bond as soon as you can, ma'am. But if you don't make bond, you'll be in jail until the 29th. Yes.
Ms. Johnson, take your hands out. Come on now. Sit over at the other end.
Were you Ms. Burnett?
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am. Ms. Burnett, it's alleged you committed the offense of forgery in the first degree. Do you understand the allegation or do you require me to read it to you, ma'am?
No, I understand.
All righty. Ms. Burnett, your bond will be $6,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Burnett?
$6,000. What, cash?
Ms. Criswell, come on.
All right. I understand. You're going to give it your best shot, Ms. Burnett. Now, Ms. Burnett, the offense which you're charged with is a felony. So your court date is October the 14th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And again, I'll appoint a counsel to represent you. Thank you, Ms. Burnett.
Next is Ms. Johnson.
Ms. Tamika Johnson, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ms. Johnson, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery and criminal trespass. Do you understand the allegations or do you require me to read them to you?
No, I don't understand them.
All right, I'll read them to you. It said you committed the offense of battery by pushing and pounding said victim, one Marcia Johnson, causing her to fall and receive 2 cuts on her left arm and on the left side of her temple. You also commit the offense of criminal trespass by initially locking out one Eric Jones out of the residence you're all legally reside in. That's the basis of the allegation, ma'am. And again, my job this morning is to inform you of the allegations, to appoint counsel to represent you. I'm not saying you did those. I'm not saying you're guilty of them. All I'm reading to you is the allegations. So going forward, your bond is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
I'll try, sir.
Understand, ma'am. Now, there is one condition, okay? There's a special condition. I'm allowing you to be able to go back home, but you can't have any violent contact with either Miss Johnson or Mr. Jones. Do you understand that, ma'am?
I just say one thing. That is my mom. She suffered from dementia. If you was to call her right now,
Well, all right, hell on. I can't understand if you're crying, all right? Again, I'm going to have you go back home, but again, I'm going to leave it up to you to make sure that you do not get in any altercation with them. Either that, or if you think you can't do that, then my other choice is to ban you from the home. All right. Your next court date, ma'am, is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 29th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. What's your name? Are you Miss Kreisberg? Okay, all right, got it. Ma'am, it is alleged you committed the following offenses: criminal trespass, simple battery, as well as obstruction of an officer. Do you understand the allegations, ma'am, or do you require me to read it to you?
please read them to me.
Okay, Ms. Kreisberg, it's alleged that you're trespassing on 1556 Phoenix Boulevard. You were given numerous attempts by the staff to leave the location. When the police arrived, they also advised you to leave the property. When you're placed in cuffs, you slipped out of cuffs, began to push away. When placed in the rear of the police car, you began kicking and punching. I'm sorry. Yeah, you began kicking and punching the officer. And then you were handcuffed and transferred to the Clayton County Jail. That is the basis of the allegation, ma'am. Ms. Kreisberg, your bond this morning is $7,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
I'll try. I have some things I can sell.
Understand. Ma'am, your court date is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. But again, if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail, and it'll be later on in the year. Okay, ma'am?
So,
Thank you very much.
The next is Miss Livingston.
Got it. Good morning, Miss Livingston. Ms. Livingston, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. Do you understand the allegation, ma'am, or do you require me to read it to you?
Trespass?
Yes, ma'am. I'll read it to you. It basically said you damaged the property of another by damaging 2 rear glass windows of the U-Haul truck by using a long metal pole without the owner's consent. So trespass is where you damage the property of another without the owner's consent. Your bond this morning, ma'am, is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Not that I know.
All right, I understand. Let me finish. The next court date right now is the 29th of September. But if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you'll get, your court date will be pushed back and you'll get notification of that date in the mail. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Thank you very much, okay? That's all.
All right. Have a good one.
Who's going by the 3? Oh, she's
That's Matt.
No, yes, they're going when we go back.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on one moment, Judge Cooper.
and then,
No problem.
Judge Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we got Mr. Ashby first.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing good.
Is that, all right. It's alleged, Mr. Agby, that you committed the offense of criminal trespass. Do you understand that allegation, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
Man, I'm guilty.
You understand?
I understand. I'm guilty.
No, we're not gonna get into that right now. The bond, sir, is $2,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out this morning, okay? You're gonna get your next court date in the mail. And let me see if there's anything else I need to tell you.
What? I don't understand. Say this.
Just hold on. Just hold on. All right, I'm gonna do it slowly. All righty. I'm going to allow yourself to sign yourself out. It's what's called an OR bond. Okay. And because you're going to be signing out from jail, you'll get your next court date in the mail. It'll be sent to you at the address that's on file there. That's basically all I need to talk with you about. And again, I've appointed counsel to represent you. Okay, sir?
That's beautiful.
All right. Have a good day, sir.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
The next is
God
Mr.
bless America.
Is gonna be Charles Brown.
Ready?
Go in.
Mr. Brown, good morning. Mr. Brown, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery, sir. Do you understand that allegation, or do you require me to read it to you?
Yes, I understand.
All right, Mr. Brown, the bond is $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Brown?
No.
Okay. Mr. Brown, the condition of the bond, sir, is that you stay from Ms. Serrano. A second condition, sir, is that you do not go back around that address of 4839 Massachusetts Boulevard, room 319. I understand you have stuff there, so I'm putting on here. And once you make bond, you can contact the sheriff. They'll have a copy of this document, and they will go and assist you in getting whatever you need to get from there. And that is for your protection, so there's no allegation that you did anything offensively or whatever towards Ms. Serrano. Mr. Brown, your next court date, sir, is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. And again, if you make bond, that day will be canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Next is Mr. Carter.
Good morning, Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, it's alleged you committed the offense of simple assault, discharging a firearm near a highway, as well as reckless conduct. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand.
Mr. Carter, your bond this morning, sir, is $14,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Carter?
14.
Yes, sir, 14,000. You're going to give it your best shot. Okay. I see the calculations going on in your mind. Mr. Carter, there is a condition, sir, and that is you can't, you have to stay from Miss Brianna Cullens. Okay. Now, your court date, Mr. Carter, is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 29th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And again, if you make bond, that day will be canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
On the slide. Judge Cooper, next is Mr. Drake.
Ma'am.
Right beside him.
Mr. Drake, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Drake, it's alleged you committed the offense of fleeing from police officers, driving a suspended or revoked license, as well as obstruction of an officer.
Sir.
Do you understand the allegation, Mr. Drake?
Yes, sir. But those are not my charges. I'm not from Clayton County. Somebody has been using my name.
Interesting. All righty. Well, I've appointed counsel to assist you. Okay. So make sure you tell that to counsel, and they'll get on it to see what they can do to clear that up for you. Right now, though, your bond this morning is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Sure.
Okay. All righty. Also, the court date is September 29th. If you make bond, which I encourage people to make bond, if you make bond, that day will be canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Okay, Mr. Drake? Thank you, sir.
This is Mr. Delgado.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Delgado, it's alleged you committed the offense of theft by shoplifting, as well as racketeering. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
I don't understand.
All right, I'll read it to you, sir. Basically, it says that with the shoplifting, it says that you engaged in a conduct of encouraging others to steal from Home Depot. And there's a variety of dates here from on the 26th of of May. Excuse me, you took equipment in the value of $708. In August, you took equipment valued over $1,000. And again, this is a series of dates here, sir. And the racketeering part is the fact that it is alleged that you recruited these folks to go in and take equipment, and you would have your vehicle outside with the door open so they can jump inside and drive away. That's basically the allegation, sir. Your bond this morning, sir, is $30,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
It's a medical, Mr. Brown.
All righty. Now, your court date is the 14th of October at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And again, I've appointed counsel to assist you in this matter. Thank you, Mr. Delgado.
What year was that?
It dates back to 2018, sir.
2018?
Yes, sir. All right, that's all, sir.
Let's ride.
Hold on 1 second, Judge Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, next is Mr. English.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. English, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Mr. English, it's alleged you committed the following offenses: aggravated assault, criminal damage in the first degree, as well as discharging a firearm near a highway. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
Yes, sir, I do understand the allegation.
All righty. Now, Mr. English, I'm going to deny you bond this morning. But when you do make bond, there's a condition that you stay from Eddie English and Melody English, and you do not go back around the address of 11023 Genova Terrace. Is it possible that you would have any clothing or anything there that you need to get, sir?
No, sir, I don't have anything there.
All right, fair enough. Now, your next court date is the 14th of October at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Step to the side. Come on, Mr. English. Go ahead, Mr. Next is Mr. Gonzalez.
Good morning, sir. Sir, it's alleged you ran a red light. You possess marijuana less than an ounce. And then there's 3 allegations of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
Yes, sir, I understand.
All righty. Your bond this morning, sir, will be $27,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
$27,000?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just gotta make a phone call.
All righty, sir. Your next court date is the 14th of October at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Next is Mr. Greer.
Mr. Dennis Greer, good morning.
How you doing, sir?
Too bad. Mr. Greer, it's alleged that you were fled from police officers. You had a red light violation, a tinted window violation, a noise violation, driving too fast for conditions, a failure to signal before turning, reckless driving, improper lane change, as well as an improper muffler. Sir, do you understand all that, or do you require me to read them all to you?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. All right. Your bond this morning, Mr. Greer, is $11,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Greer?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Greer, give me 1 second. Your next court date, sir, is going to be October the 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Next is Mr. Hall.
Mr. Hall, it's alleged you committed the offense of armed robbery, kidnapping, weapon possession during commission of a crime, as well as violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand.
All righty, sir. I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this morning. When and if you do get a bond, sir, when you get a bond, you're ordered to stay from Mr. Smith. Mr. Hall, your next court date, sir, is October the 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October 14th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Come on, next is Mr. Jackson.
Mr. Jackson, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Jackson, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. Do you understand the charge, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
Yes, sir, I understand it.
All righty, sir, your bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond?
Yes, sir.
All right, when you make bond, okay, I'm ordering that you not have any violent contact with Miss Lowe. You can be around her, but no pushing, shoving, or anything of that nature. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Your next court date is going to be the 29th of September. Well, let me slow down for a minute. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir. Was that Jackson?
No.
All righty. Let me say it this way. Your court date is scheduled for September 29th.
Yes, sir.
But if you make bond, that court date will get canceled. It'll get put off later on down the road, and you'll get notice of your next court date in the mail. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Come on, Mr. Jackson. Next is Mr. Johnson.
Good morning, sir.
Sir.
It is alleged you committed the offense of simple battery. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand, sir.
All righty. Now, sir, you have a prior conviction for a battery let me slow down. Let me do it this way. In August of 2019, you adjudicated guilty for simple assault, family violence. Because this is your second family violence charge, it now becomes a felony charge. Your bond this morning is $6,000. Will you be able to make bond?
Yes, sir.
All right, now, conditions of your bond, okay? You're to stay from Jacqueline Johnson. You're not allowed to go back around the address of 1105 Gardenwood Drive in Atlanta. But I know it's your home. I know you have stuff there. So I'm putting on here that when you make bond, contact the sheriff. They'll have a copy of this. They will go with you to get whatever you need to get. And that is to protect you, that there's no allegation that you did whatever while you were there. But it allows you to get your stuff without any hassles. Your court date, sir, is going to be October the 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is Mr. Lester.
Mr. Randy Lester, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Mr. Lester, it's alleged you committed the offense of simple assault, family violence. Do you understand the allegation, sir? Or do you require me to read it to you?
They read them to me when I came, sir.
All righty. Now, the bond is $5,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir, I will.
Righty. There's a condition of your bond that you stay away from Mr. Reeves. Okay. All righty. Let me just check something. You guys don't currently share the same residence, do you?
No, sir, I don't, sir. Honestly, I don't even know who this person is.
All right. Well, that's fine. That'll be explained to you at some point also. All righty. Your court date, sir, is the 29th of September at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. September 29th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. So that's the person you tell whatever, and they'll do what they can to assist you. All right. Thank you, sir.
I need a counsel to bond out.
I'm sorry?
I have to speak to counsel to bond out, or I can bond out.
Bond out. Keep moving. You can bond out. You don't have to speak to counsel, sir. You can bond out. Thank you. Mhm.
Next is Mr. McNeil.
Good morning, sir. Mr. McNeil, it's alleged you obstructed an officer and also gave false name, address, and date of birth. Do you understand the allegation, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
No, sir, I understand.
Your bond this morning will be $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. McNeil?
Right now, I can make bond, but not right now. I gotta make a phone.
Understand. Mr. McNeil, the court date schedule is 9/29, September 29. But if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. And again, I've appointed counsel to assist you, sir. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Mr. McSwain,
Yes, sir.
good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. McSwain, it's alleged you committed the following offenses: improper lane change, driving suspended or revoked license, use or possession of drug-related objects, giving a false name, address, or date of birth, 1 count of forgery in the first degree, as well as financial card transaction theft. Do you understand the allegations, sir? Or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand them.
All righty, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this morning, sir, because information indicates that you're currently on probation. Your next court date, Mr. McSwain, is going to be October the 14th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. October the 14th, 8 a.m., 201. Thank you, sir. Mr. Nguyen?
Sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Nguyen, it's alleged that you violated 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, 1 count of hindering or obstructing a law enforcement officer, and 1 count of violation of the open container. Do you understand the allegations, or do you require me to read them to you? You understand? Okay. Mr. Nguyen, your bond this morning is $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir? All righty, Mr. Nguyen, the court date is scheduled for September 29th, but if you make bond, that day will be canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. And again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. Okay, sir? Thank you. Mr. Smith? Good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Smith, it's alleged you committed the offense of reckless conduct as well as criminal damage in the second degree. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read them to you?
I do understand, sir.
All right, and Mr. Smith, your bond this morning is $12,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Smith?
I probably won't, sir. May I speak? May I talk, please?
All right, let me finish, and then I'll let you talk. All righty. Again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. Your next court date is the 14th of October at 8 a.m. at courtroom 201. All righty. Yes, sir. Go ahead and I'm listening.
I'm an owner and an operator of a storefront on Terra Boulevard.
Hold on a second. I mean, I can't get into the case if that's where you're going to talk about the case. If there's something you don't understand regarding the allegations or the bond or the next court date, that's really all I can get into. I cannot get into the facts of the allegations, sir.
Well, I was asking if the bail can be lowered because I'm not a flight risk. I have a.
Understand where you're going. All right, I will tell you this. You know, everybody has to be treated on the same level playing field at this level.
Yes, sir.
The issue of lowering bonds, flight risks, etc., that's taken up with the assistance of counsel, as well as having someone from the district attorney's office who may have a difference of opinion. So with me this morning, while I understand where you're going, I'm not able to assist you. I understand where you're going. I'm just not able to assist you legally, okay? So I'm just going to wish you all the best. I've appointed counsel to assist you. Just be within 72 hours. Or if you have the wherewithal to hire counsel and try to get them there quicker, that's all I can do for you, sir. Thank you much.
And the only two should be left is in medical, Your Honor.
All right, I'll be standing by.
They're already set up, so they should be coming on soon.
All right.
Judge Cooper, we're just trying to get the young lady out. Hold on one moment, okay?
Take your time.
All right. We're trying to get Mr. Wilson out. Hold on one moment, sir.
Yes.
Judge Cooper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I don't think Mr. Wilson's gonna be able to come, sir. He's not even coming to the door, sir. He
Okay,
may
no,
have, yeah, he's a no-go for today.
no problem.
Okay, if you could hold on one, we just got one more, and that's gonna be Mr.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Just give us a moment, we'll get set up, okay? Because they're in two different locations.
Got it. Thank
Okay.
you.